Hi all, welcome back. I hope your week is going well. All right, we're going to jump right into the Affirmation Tarot. And again, as usual, I've got my Mindset Mastery cards out first. We're going to jump on these. And let me give them a little shuffle. And let's see here. There we go. Oh, this one flipped up. I think no, okay. Not taking that one, not today. Because I think that's real close to what we did for Monday. So, anyway, there we go. There we are. We'll do one more real quick one here. Blech. That was kind of clumsy. But every time they're getting a little bit better, they don't flip all over the floor, so. All right, this one, first one, with my handy dandy magnifying board here. I commit myself to empowering daily routines that promote success, good health, and overall fulfillment. Don't we all need that a little bit more in our lives? So, empowering routines that promote success, good health, and overall fulfillment. Yeah, meditation, a little bit of walking. I started walking with my weighted vest in the morning just because I needed to. All right, on the back it says, consider your future in 1, 5, or 10 years based on daily habits. If the envisioned outcome doesn't satisfy you, reverse engineer your routine to align with your goals. For instance, targeting $100,000 as a coach by year end. Connect with 3 potential clients daily. By breaking down larger goals, you could transform the abstract notion of future success into a series of practical, achievable tasks, bridging the gap between your current situation and your envisioned future. This sounds mighty familiar. Last week or weekend before this past one, when I was at the Cool Witches Midsummer Market at Nature's Treasures, it was a blast, by the way. It was excellent. I did put a blog up on my website and up on my, no, it hasn't made it to my Substack yet. I think I need subscribers for that. But anyway, it's on my website, which is available in my beacons tree. But anyway, so this card came up a lot for a lot of people. And it just goes to show kind of what's going on overall in the world. If you understand the idea of tarot, you understand that a lot of these draws come from the Akashic Record and what needs to be heard. So, yeah, little by little, break down things into small tasks, and it makes it much easier. Stepping stones, by the way, stepping stones. I have a piece of merch that actually talks about the value of stepping stones. Nothing, even failure, is not failure so long as you use the information that you gained from what caused it to not work out, whatever it is. If you use that information to change your actions, your strategies for the next time you're in a similar situation or for the next time you want to tackle a task, that's not a failure. That is a learning experience. I'm so sick to death of people calling it failure if you don't get it right on the first time. Okay, this isn't a movie. This isn't, we're not born with these superpowers. Not everybody is Hercules. You can't just, strangle a snake in your bed. Actually, 2 snakes. Was that Hercules or was that Achilles? I think it was Hercules. But point is, we're just normal people. So, little baby steps. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And sometimes you're going to trip. Sometimes you're going to trip over your own feet. Sometimes you're going to trip over a pebble. But you're going to learn something from the experience. So anyway, and that is the whole point, is use these little moments of, shall we say, not quite getting what we needed out of it in order to move forward. So If you have questions about that, or if you have stories to share about that, please feel free to do it in the comment section. I would love to hear what's going on with y'all. And here comes the big deck. Oh, God. Anybody been watching South Park lately? I haven't caught any of it myself, but then again, at least nothing but the snippets that I'm seeing on YouTube. And I think it's hilarious as hell. And oh, so apropos. But that's going to be more stuff for my WWDD podcast. So, yeah, we're going to hit on politics. We're going to hit on garbage of the day. Garbage, I think somebody else is already doing garbage people. But definitely garbage of the day. Not every day. So, we're going to start off nice and easy once a week. Mostly I want to stick with the positive things. So, yeah, but, you know me. But then again, if you don't know there's a problem, if you can't identify the problem, you don't know how to fix the problem and make the world a little bit more of a positive place. So that being said, all right, this one, self-acceptance. Oh, and authenticity. All right. So Monday's reading had a lot of self stuff, self-love, self-expression. So 2 cards for that, if I recall correctly. And self-acceptance goes along with self-love. And as you can see right here, this is our person and they're hugging themselves. Because again, you cannot love somebody else properly unless you love yourself first, or at least not healthfully. Anyway, so self-acceptance. I accept myself unconditionally with a heart free from judgment or criticism. I recognize that I am inherently perfect in my own unique way with all my imperfections and quirks. I wholeheartedly love and accept myself for the beautiful being that I am. And you should. This does not, however, mean that you can't shoot for improvement. The part of accepting yourself and loving yourself is wanting to be the best version of yourself. And you can do that by honestly assessing your strengths and your weaknesses and what challenges you. Remember, growth comes from challenge, okay? If you don't tax your muscles, you're not going to gain muscle. Okay, if you don't tax your brain by trying to learn new things, you're not going to get any smarter. So that's what this is about. Accept yourself as you are. You are a great and highly potentiated person. But nobody's perfect. Imperfections are what make us human. They're what make us, again, quirky, and our quirks make us wonderful. But, and yes, there is a but here. When it comes to self-acceptance and the next card, this plays right into it, authenticity. Okay, I am so sick and tired of these people who claim, that they're being their authentic self when they go ahead and they start, they dress in different clothes in the sense that, say, just for instance, before we get into this, just as a for instance, somebody says they want to get more spiritual or they want to get in touch with their spiritual side. And, they go to a yoga retreat for a weekend and they have what they call a Kundalini experience where basically they just sit there and cry cry, scream, and yell and get emotion and performative. Authenticity is not performative. Now, if you're doing it for performance, you're probably doing it for clicks. But if you are having a Kundalini experience where you are getting emotive and stuff like that, there needs to be care addressed with such a thing. It needs to be proceeded with, if at all, at that particular point. It needs to be proceeded with very, very gently. These kinds of experiences are intensely powerful. They are life-changing. And if you are not ready for the changes that they bring about, in the sense that if you have not built the foundation of self-reliance and self-understanding if you haven't done what Jung would call the shadow work, by recognizing and learning and embracing your shadow self. Then all this performative garbage, this is not authenticity. It's just performance for clicks. If you really want life-changing experiences, sometimes they are so subtle. You see things differently. And it's not a vision or a perspective, that's the better word. It's not a perspective that changes back too easily. It's like seeing the man behind the curtain in The Wizard of Oz. Once you see him, you can't unsee him. And authentic change, authentic realization of who you are, it's not performative. Sometimes it resolves in, so I'm going to stop wearing clothes that make me uncomfortable, stuff that cinches my waist and pushes my boobs up underneath my chin, and high heels that are destroying my feet and my ankles and my knees and my hips and my low back. I'm going to stop wearing that stuff and wear stuff that's a little bit more practical. Maybe a little bit less hyper stylish, because you're growing more comfortable with who you are. You do not need to put on a costume. You do not need to wear heels so high that you look like a goose with your butt up in the air at mating time. Okay. You wear clothes that make you feel good, that make you feel good, that make you comfortable in yourself and your own skin, that allow you to move, that don't torque your body out of position, that don't cause pain just to please somebody else's eyes as you walk down the street so you can get cat calls or what have you. You don't have to spend 4 hours a day in front of the mirror putting your makeup on. Wear what you want to wear the makeup that you want to wear. Now, granted, sometimes professional positions you can't really go around in black lipstick and your goth makeup. Save that for clubbing. It's all good. Because there are times when you do want to go clubbing, and that's okay, and that's part of being the authentic you. You want to go to an underground vampire club, knock your socks off, man. It's all good. Trust me, it's all good. Whole lot of places out there to explore. But anyway, so authenticity does not come from things that get you clicks necessarily. If you're bragging about it, you're not really going through it, I don't think. Probably not anyway. So I live authentically, staying true to myself and my values. I embrace my uniqueness and express it confidently, honoring my own voice and following the path that resonates with my soul, not my social media. I'm just saying. So that's our reading for today. Again, I'm going to put some of the merch up there, and hopefully y'all are checking out the Redbubble account and are using my Beacon link tree, or my Beacon link tree, to kind of get wherever you want to go. And I hope you, again, have been having a wonderful week, and that the rest of your week is fabulous too. I'm going to, there should be a kind of like a, I'm going to make a little video for squeezing in on Thursday or maybe Saturday, I'm not sure which. That's kind of go into a little bit more of the podcast, the Entangled Cynic podcast. What would Diogenes do? I'll get it right yet, I swear. I've got to untangle my tongue. Y'all know, if you've listened to me at all, you know my tongue gets tangled up really pretty easily. But anyway, have a great weekend. Take or a great rest of your weekend if I don't get back to you. And thank you for being here. And please like, subscribe, comment, and share. And stay safe, stay sane, stay the real you. Because the real you is exactly who you're supposed to be. So, see you next time. Bye.